watching movies and creeping about. K-Flix 198.4.
Welcome back to K-Flix Fiction Radio. Spooky season continues this week with our Halloween mixtape.
Hope y'all are ready for more.
Oh yeah, we're good and ready for creepies and crawlies.
Well, I hope you all had fun last week with Eric. Hard Rock Zombies was a real trip. This week we'll be talking about some significantly more well-known films.
Oh yes, 100%. Last week we came at you with some B horror. This week we're coming with a A-list.
We have at least two like bona fide classics, and then just a bunch of other good stuff.
And we're not going to waste a whole lot of time, and we're going to jump feet first into this horror pool with The Lost Boys.
There's one of those classics. Yeah, Lost Boys, a film that I never was really into, but I just watched it again, and I kind of liked it more.
Great. I love to hear that because Lost Boys is probably my favorite vampire movie.
Ooh, really?
I think so, yeah.
Over What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah.
That's an evil question for me to ask because it's so different.
It is an evil question. I'll say that the show, I like the show more than the movie.
Okay, fair. Yeah, that's another hard thing to even weigh. One and a half hour thing versus one 5-season thing. Yeah. No, it's tough, but
either way, Lost Boys very high on the list.
Yeah, fair. You know, we're here to talk about Lost Boys anyway, not New Zealand's finest vampire mockumentaries.
That's right. We're here to talk about that sexy, sexy saxophone.
Oh, buddy. in many ways.
You bet.
It's such a small part of the movie, but it's so good.
I mean, how could you forget it, though?
I mean, you can't, and society hasn't, culture hasn't,
Nor
because it's
should
been
they.
referenced a few times since then.
Yeah. Yes, it has.
I mean, when I saw it, like, it's not even a thing. Actually, I guess you said, how could you forget it? But I didn't remember it from the last time I'd seen Lost Boys, which was decades ago, probably. But when I saw the sexy sax man, I was like, oh, whoa, this was where they got the idea for the John Hamm sketch on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Although I was delighted to find out that it's kind of is, but not really, because like this guy's barely a character in the movie, different from his real persona. Like the actual performer, Tim Capello, it's just his thing. Oily suspenders, sax.
Yeah. With a lot of really tight and awesome hip movement.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like he's the Elvis of saxophone rock.
Here's a little bit of Mr. Capello and his song from the movie Lost Boys, I Still Believe.
Through the storms, through the cries, through the wars, oh, I still believe.
Ooh, there it is.
There's that sax.
That's what, I mean, differentiates it for me from, like, otherwise it's very of its era. It's a very Simple Minds sounding song.
Right? Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing either.
No, God, no. So the thing about this song, for me, I've been a Lost Boys fan since I was a kid.
Sure.
First time I saw it, I've loved this movie. So my entire life, I have watched that movie and I've listened to this song, and I just assumed it was Tim's fucking song.
That he wrote for the film. Yeah. Sure.
It's not.
Nope.
It's a cover. I learned that days ago, and my mind has not recovered.
That's crazy. By a band called Call? Is that right?
The Call.
The Call, yeah.
It's got the synth in there still, but no sax.
No, not at all. This one is more mainline.
Yeah.
More Simple Minds.
It really, really is. Again, not bad. This is still super cool.
Yeah, I do really appreciate both versions. I mean, the vocals on this one definitely have something going on. The sax on the other one on the one in the movie is, irreplaceable in its own way. And it's not like a cover of like an old song. Like the original was
year
86.
before the movie. Yeah.
The movie version's 87. So right away somebody grabbed that up. Tim or whoever was involved with making the soundtrack was like, we're going to use that.
Yeah. Just a quick fun fact about The Call.
Yeah.
So they had a #1 hit in 1989 called Let the Day Begin. And that song was used for Al Gore's presidential campaign theme song.
No kidding. In 2000?
Yeah.
Here's to the dreamers in the bars. Here's to the teachers in the crowded rooms. Here's to the workers in the fields.
I mean, it makes sense as to how this was like a campaign theme song. This is to the working class people song.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's, Springsteen-like in that way. A little more overt than Springsteen, though. Springsteen deals more in metaphor than like this is like, it sounds like a campaign song.
That's true, but musically it sounds like a later REO Speedwagon song.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. I get that. Okay, yeah, it was all new to me. I cannot say I was familiar with the band The Call before looking them up for this, but it's good stuff.
Yeah.
A couple other bands I wanted to touch on. First of all, I mentioned Simple Minds a couple of times. I do have a clip from Alive and Kicking here, just to give you an idea of the sort of thing I was thinking. Minus the sax.
Right.
Like how similar this sounds. And this was such a cool sound. I think U2 is kind of in this pot as well.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of, I don't know how to, describe it. It's like big, sort of anthemic, bellowy vocals with like darker music underneath.
It's almost like a musical quality in that way of how those songs build.
Oh, like a stage musical.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a build that's really, really nice. Really gets you excited with all songs by all those bands. So I wanted to hit that, but there's another band I want to mention because I thought of them instantly when I heard the intro to I Still Believe by Tim Capello. First, here's a bit of that. That like scratchy, honking saxophone sound.
Yeah.
Instantly thought of the band Morphine, which is just one of the coolest, like, under-the-radar bands ever. They are, like, saxophone grunge.
Yeah. This is cool.
This is from their song Honey White, which is, I think, maybe their biggest single.
Okay.
I would say. I'm not an expert on them, but every time I hear them, I'm like, oh, man, I should listen to Morphine more. And, yeah, delightfully, the Tim Capello song brought me their direction.
Fuck yeah. Love that. Now, Tim Capello has worked with quite a few pretty cool people.
Ooh, he sure has.
One of which being Tina Turner, who he worked with a lot.
Yeah.
I just want to play 2 quick times that he was with Tina, one of them being a live version of The Best.
Ooh.
And his hips are going crazy right now. I mean, this song is so fucking good. And he just adds such a good, tasty saxophone lick there.
Ooh, yeah.
The other song that I want to highlight is the song Tina Turner did for Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome.
One of the Living.
Yes! This song has to be highlighted. Get out of here.
Yep, I have it as well.
And I feel like Tim has a pretty unique sax sound to where, like, if you were to just to play me a Tim song, I bet, like, that would be a fun thing to try. Like,
oh, pick out his sax voice?
Yeah. Can you spot these Tim Capello solos kind of a deal?
Oh, yeah, we should try that.
Yeah, that would have been a fun game. I didn't even think about that till right now. That would have been a full episode kind of a deal there, not a mixtape.
Sure, yeah. We can't spend all day in Lost Boys.
Right.
I mean, that's a good point, though. Like, the particular way that he wails is unique, and, like, when people are at the top of their game on instruments like that, it really is like a voice.
It really is. Yeah, totally, man. And I have a quick clip of Tim talking about his involvement with the Lost Boys from the ASX TV YouTube channel.
I was on tour with Tina. Joel Schumacher, who directed the movie, was a fan of
Oh, man,
some
he
of
talks
Tina
just
Turner's
like how I
videos
expected.
that
Yeah.
had me featured in them. He really wanted this song, I still believe, on the soundtrack, but the band was a Christian band and I think didn't want to have anything to do with a vampire movie. Luckiest thing that ever happened to me. He said, "You want to do it?" I said, "Fine." I went in, 5-second meeting. "You feel like playing on a movie I'm doing?" "Sure." Bye. Went and did it. Had the record, knew every word, knew the entire song backwards and forwards, didn't need a lyric sheet, did it in one take. I was in and out in an hour because I loved the song. The song is sort of half a song and half a prayer.
Half a song, half a prayer.
Okay. Oh, that's great. I had to look up photos of him currently just to see. He's still pretty jacked, man.
Dude, he's in great shape still.
He looked like a pro wrestler in the movie.
He did.
Like, he specifically looks like, what was his name? The
Brutus the Barber Beefcake?
No. Shawn Michaels. That's who I
No,
thought he
he's
looked
too
like.
big for Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is a little guy.
At his big, okay, then Triple H, because they always, I thought, looked similar too.
All right. Yeah, there you go.
I think I appreciated the movie seeing itself as a little sillier this time around, and that helped me like it a lot more.
The Lost Boys has a really good sense of humor about itself.
It does. It fits really well with, honestly, like the Goonies and Stand By Me sort of kids and adult situations thing.
Richard Donner did produce The Lost Boys, and he directed Goonies.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there's a connection. And yeah, there's a lot of cast overlap in all those movies. And
Oh, yeah,
course.
Corey Feldman.
I think Lost Boys is high on the list for Stranger Things inspiration.
Yeah, Lost Boys inspired so much stuff, honestly.
Yeah, it even inspired, supposedly, one of the movies we're going to talk about later.
Yeah. Moving on from vampires, what do you say we talk about some werewolf action, Dustin?
Hey, we got to cover all the cryptids fairly, right?
Yeah, I think so. We just need to find like a mummy band, and we'll be all set.
That's right. We talked about this off mic. We just need to cover like an Abbott and Costello special from the 40s or 50s or whatever.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But what did you have in mind for our werewolf adventure?
Well, I was thinking about maybe a Jewish werewolf could be fun.
Oh, like a boy becoming a man kind of situation, and then a man becoming a wolf?
Yes, exactly like that.
Nice.
Break it down.
That's right. It's Werewolf Bar Mitzvah from 30 Rock.
I heard a knock on my bedroom door. I opened it up, and to my surprise,
Now, Dustin, that sounds a lot like Tracy Morgan singing this song.
It does sound a lot like Tracy Morgan, and it's, of course, supposed to be Tracy Morgan singing it. In the episode of 30 Rock that this is in, it's, I believe, a 12-second clip, if that. It's very short. It's a flashback gag.
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah, spooky, scary. Boys becoming men becoming wolves.
But they did end up recording a full version of the song. And yeah, are you referencing the fact that maybe some of the vocals in that are not actually performed by Tracy?
Yeah, I think I might be suggesting that. It just sort of sounds like Tracy Morgan.
Uh-huh. But who else could it be?
I think I heard Donald Glover also on the song, and I believe he does a Tracy Morgan impression sometimes.
That's right.
Could it be
Sure
him?
does. I believe that's the tale. It is. It's Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Long before he was, well, not long, but before he was Childish Gambino, before he was really a big star. He was a writer on 30 Rock.
Yeah.
And he was known to do a pretty good Tracy impression. And there were just times when Tracy was not available, and it sounds like Donald stepped in on set at times to do like impressions and like stand-in stuff, but also for this song.
Wow. I didn't know about the on-set stuff. That's even funnier.
Yeah, I didn't save it for us, but I did come across an interview clip where he said, sort of, Tracy's a big star. He, sometimes he doesn't show up. We got to shoot the stuff. So, yeah, he would go stand in on set.
That's really funny. He left 30 Rock to go do Community, I believe, right?
Yeah, in Donald Glover fashion, like he left to go make his career even bigger and brighter. He did in Community too.
That's what he does. He just keeps taking steps upward. Yeah.
But Donald was not so much involved with the writing of the song. I believe that goes to, as far as lyrics, staff writer at 30 Rock named Tammy Sager, and, of course, 30 Rock's composer, Jeff Richmond.
And they did a fantastic job, honestly.
They did great. I mean, like, really beyond great, because it's clear, like, they set out to do a Halloween novelty song, like a thing like that would have actually been, like a hit on the radio back in the day, like a Monster Mash.
Right.
And there are elements of Monster Mash in there. The horns bit, the little bit that we get, the da-da, like that's very Monster Mash. We also got some doo-doos, which are kind of Monster Mash and little Shop
totally.
of Horrors-esque. So, yeah, I think they nailed the assignment.
I love how the third verse of the song really goes on a Lonely Island sort of off the rails bit where it reminds
just describing
me of
a story. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it reminds me of like the Captain Jack Sparrow song where like Michael Bolton is listing off a bunch of things and they're like, no, like they keep telling him no, because that's what Donald Glover is doing in the background of just like Tracy Morgan will say some crazy shit and be like, no, that's not right.
Michael Bolton, we're going to need you to focus up.
Yeah. You can really hear the Donald Glover in the vocals when you listen for it specifically. But if you just listen to it thinking that it's Tracy Morgan, you're not going to necessarily question it.
Totally.
But knowing it, you can hear it.
You can hear it, absolutely. There is an innate quality to Tracy Morgan's voice that is unreproducible.
Sure.
So much fun. I honestly love it when shows do this. I wish more shows did it. Like, take a swing for just a goofy song that can catch on outside of their world.
Not only that, but for them to make the leap of taking a 9 to 12 second joke and then expanding it to a full close to 3-minute song just for the fuck of it is pretty great. Like, that's what makes it extra special. Because if it just remained that little sliver of time, okay, sure, but you made a whole song out of it after that became a hit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, totally. I wonder if it was actually inspired by the idea of the Lonely Island, because they were making songs like this and getting popular on YouTube, because that has to be like what it was for. Like, we'll put it online. We'll have NBC put it online, basically. Like, that's
for
the
sure.
Justification, at least, for finishing it. The reason to finish it is because it's hilarious, and you want to when you're writing stuff like this. You just want to see it through.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
The reason to convince people to give you the money to do it is, like, you can put it on YouTube. It'll go viral.
Yeah, it'll get AdSense.
Yeah, and I think for that it work. So, yeah, I would love more stuff like this. Finish the songs. Gives us more to talk about for sure.
Yeah, please and thank you.
All right, so Shawn, we have covered vampires.
Yes.
We have covered werewolves.
Check.
Are you up for some demons?
Oh my God, I love demons.
Maybe a succubus specifically?
Fantastic.
So let's get on over to Jennifer's Body.
Hot dog. I had not seen this movie before we went into this show.
Yeah, same.
Awesome. Look at that. Both went in blind. Did you enjoy it?
I did. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I had a good time with it.
It rides the line really well on self-seriousness and sort of comedy and allegory for teenage angst and all that stuff. J.K. Simmons was hilarious.
Oh my
as
God.
A character that honestly really reminded me of one of our high school teachers. I'm not going to say which one on mic, but you know.
That's fine. I know.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, Lord.
And it was this was Diablo Cody's screenwriting follow-up to Juno, which was a huge hit.
Oh, Juno was massive.
Yeah, and it's directed by a woman who has directed a bunch of cool stuff by the name of Karen Kusama. She did the 2000 film Girl Fight, which I've never seen, but the description is like, I don't know, it just sounds cool. It's like a woman getting into boxing. She also did the sci-fi Aeon Flux.
Oh! And
also Karen Kusama went on to direct a couple episodes of Yellow Jackets, which we've definitely mentioned a few times.
Oh, for sure, because of old Craig Wedren.
That's right, yeah. One of our fave composers.
Oh my God, he's the man.
Quite a career all around for them. And it was a good movie, you know? It wasn't perfect. I'm going to stop shy of trying to critique a horror movie because I don't know anything about horror movies. You have a little more ground to stand on there, I think, Shawn.
Well, I mean, I understand the gripes that you have sometimes with horror movies because they don't follow a lot of logistical things that people would normally do.
Real world logic. Yeah, sure.
Right, yeah. But, you have to make them do the things. Otherwise, there's no movie. So
I agree. It's far easier for me to accept like something that has a good amount of metaphor or allegory for something in the real world.
Fair.
Over just like a straight up slasher gore fest, blah, blah, blah.
True.
I'll always take something that's like, oh no, but see, like, it's what it's supposed to mean when the head explodes is yes. Okay.
Did you catch the Maroon 5 shout out in this movie, Dustin? We got a little Adam Levine reference and we don't even really have to try for it.
I did. I forgot what was said. Now, I do remember him being mentioned.
Right before they were going to sacrifice Jennifer, and it was like, do you want to be like Maroon 5? Like, in terms of, like, having the success of Maroon 5?
Well, because this was perfect timing, too. This was 2007, so they had, like, just in the past few years become Maroon 5, because they were Kara's Flowers.
Right.
Before that, and it was almost like something happened.
Yeah.
and they got to be famous now. That was great. I thought the portrayal of the band was really great. I thought it was a great use of Adam Brody.
Oh, yeah. He's so funny.
Just a douche of a character. Breaking out of his OC shackles. And honestly, like playing a band that was like, could have been a parody of any number of bands from the OC soundtrack.
For sure.
Like looks wise, I feel like they're supposed to be a little, the Killers or something like that, maybe.
Good Charlotte-y.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Sound wise, I don't know. It's not, that doesn't track. But
no,
looks wise, I think they effectively skewered the rock and roll look.
For sure. And the band in the movie is called Low Shoulder.
The band is called Low Shoulder, and interesting name. I don't know the origin of the band name. I would like to, because I don't get it.
I also don't know the origin of the band name. But they do have a hit song within the movie universe, and that song is Through the Trees. Yeah, this definitely doesn't really fit the look of the band, like we were saying.
Yeah, not exactly. It's a little more, it's a little more like, I don't know what kind of music it is, but it's music that would be in the show, the OC. That's the best way I could describe it. Sort of like Coldplay wannabe sort of music.
Okay, all right. So to me, it was like, are they trying to channel Saves the Day or maybe Dashboard Confessional?
Oh, interesting.
With a little Vindicated.
Okay, like you're okay. That's interesting. It's more Disney Channel than emo sounding to me.
Okay. Maybe I was just getting like a little bit of the visual muddled with what I was thinking it sounds like.
Sure. I mean, I don't think you're wrong. I just hadn't considered that direction. I was definitely thinking more of like this, and I don't want this to be a knock. I don't know at what level of seriousness this song was written. Sometimes we get songs on here where like the directive was like, write a song that's like kind of silly in a certain way.
Right, yes.
I don't know if that's the case. It's well used. It is silly to me for a band that's making a deal with Satan to sound like this.
Yeah. yeah. That's fair.
To sound like, it's honestly, it reminds me a bit of the music from The Rocker, and I know that's going to come across a certain way. but it's that sort of pleasant, I guess.
Sure.
I like that. Yeah, it becomes a thing in the movie that like that song is like the memorial song of this tragic event that happens.
Yes.
You know, everything gets twisted. The band is supposed to be heroes, even though, of course, like we said, they tried to make a deal with Satan by sacrificing a virgin who ends up not being a virgin.
Which is why she becomes this succubus demon.
She
who's
remains
out
half
to kill
alive
everyone.
in the real world, yes.
Right, yeah.
Thirsting for blood. So the song, the real song, was written and performed by a band called this is a little confusing journey. I don't know if you came across this, Shawn, but a band called Test Your Reflex that later became the band No Country, and then once again changed their name to Wildling, which I believe remains the name.
Correct.
And then it even, somewhere I saw that they were known as Low Shoulder in real life, but I chased that thread and could not find anything to back it up.
Yeah, so to my understanding, it was like two members from the main band were the writers for the Low Shoulder songs. It was Ryan Levine and Andrew Ampaya. No relation between Adam Levine and Ryan Levine. I did check.
I did also check that.
Okay.
I thought maybe that would be our Adam Levine way in.
But I bet that also had influence to the Maroon 5 joke that we just talked about a minute ago.
Yeah, probably.
Also, Ryan Levine is in another fictional band from a movie. It's the 2016 Ghostbusters movie. He's in the fictional band Beasts of Mayhem from that, so that's another thing we can talk about. I put that on the big list of options.
Oh, nice.
And just so that way you can hear what they sound like as Wildling, I have their song Hummingbird for us to listen to. Which is a very pleasing little summertime song.
It is. I like it a lot more than the movie song, honestly.
For sure.
It's got more, I don't know, there's just more going on in it.
And I'm a sucker for those woo-woos in there, too.
Oh, yeah. Real quick before we leave through the trees, did the drums in the beginning like remind you of any songs we grew up with? Honestly, the drums and the strings.
Yes, it's reminding me of something. Oh, even that.
Uh-huh.
Even the fuck. Dude. Yes, this is it. Yeah, this is, I was hearing it in my head. Oh, yes. I was trying to produce some lyrics. I could hear the beat.
Yeah, that like marching band snare.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, they're doing a little Pumpkins tribute.
Oh, fuck. That's good. That's real good. I missed that completely.
Yeah, that stuck out to me.
I was so focused on the dashboard, I missed the Pumpkins.
Now, they also have one more song in the movie. This one's not an original, but it is a song called In the Flesh. And this one's got some doo-woppiness to it.
Oh, big time doo-wop feels. It just needs the backing vocals to come in.
Yeah. And that song is, like I said, a cover, and it's originally by Blondie.
Still doo-wop vibes for sure.
Oh yeah, it's baked into the song, definitely. But I kind of
Yeah, it's not like they put a twist on it, you know?
But I love that about Blondie. I've always loved that they experiment across genres and stuff. And hey, it was super in the 80s
Fuck yeah.
to do 50s stuff. In case we've never mentioned that.
No, I think we talked about it maybe like 43 or 4 times, maybe.
Out of our 60 or so episodes.
Yeah.
In 43 or so of them, we've mentioned.
Yeah, we've mentioned how the 80s loves the 50s.
Yeah, but great use of the music, great use of the band. I had a good time watching that one.
Oh, yeah. And I believe that's the song from the credits of the movie, right? In the Flesh, that's the song that
when
plays
it's
in the credits.
revealed that the band has been murdered.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Thereby giving you some sort of vengeance and closure.
That was another thing that was popular of the time, the picture credits to reveal more of the story.
Oh, yeah.
Hangover did that too.
Definitely. I feel like this is higher stakes. Like, I would say
Yeah.
that's a big plot point.
Yeah,
That she goes and kills the band. But yeah, it was a fun way to reveal it.
for sure.
All right. What is next on our Monsterama?
Oh my God. So just to go through the rundown one more time here, it's been vampires. It's been werewolves. We just had a succubus demon. You know what we're doing next? We're going back to vampires. From dusk till dawn, everybody. Another Robert Rodriguez movie.
Yeah, man. From Dusk Till Dawn. A movie that maybe you showed me for the first time a long time ago.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
That sounds accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I was familiar with Robert Rodriguez at all.
Well, yeah, because you hadn't seen any of the Mexico trilogy until we talked about that.
Until we did that, yeah.
What did you think upon this rewatch? Did you remember much of it?
I remembered the basic beats of it, I guess. I'd forgotten how freaking good Harvey Keitel was in it.
Oh my God, he carries the movie.
He kind of does. Like, I remembered it for being, it was George Clooney's first movie after ER, I believe.
It was him trying to be like, all right, we got to make myself a movie star, do something totally different, break out. Yeah.
It is totally different. He picked a weird one, and I'm glad it worked out for him. And it's of course the only thing that I recall Quentin Tarantino being like a full-on leading cast member in.
Yeah. And he's pretty good in this role.
He's pretty good. Yes. The character is absolutely disgusting
Oh, yeah. Not a good guy at all.
and is obsessed with feet.
Yeah, well, of course. Of course.
I had a good chuckle when Salma Hayek pours the whiskey
Oh,
or whatever down her leg and into his gaping maw. Yeah, he's really gross, the character.
Right.
And it's really fun to see him get got.
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting. By the end of it, you're like supposed to feel like, oh, the George Clooney character, he's a righteous man, if nothing else. But he's a pretty big dirtbag too, honestly. Like, he's killed dozens of people just on screen.
Oh,
presumably
sure.
more before that. But he has like a code or whatever that he lives by. So
Yeah.
he's better than his brother, Quentin's character.
What does he say when he's departing Juliette Lewis's character? It's like, it's something to the extent of,
she's like, can I come with you?
I'm a bastard, not a fucking bastard, or something like that.
Yeah. But anyway, enough about the characters. It's a good movie. It's fun. Killing vampires.
Loads of fun.
Now, we've actually talked a bunch, I feel like, on the show about the opening theme from this movie.
Yes.
The song by the Blasters. I didn't have any intention to bring that up again, other than just like, man, it's a good tune.
Oh, yeah. It's called Dark Knight. It's awesome. Love that song.
Yeah, we referenced that in... What movie had the Blasters involved?
Well, we brought up that song in the Mexico Trilogy episode, and then the Blasters were also in Streets of Fire.
Streets of Fire, that's right. That's what I was thinking of. They were like in it.
Yes, they were physically in Streets of Fire.
Good stuff. But we get some new on-screen performers for our show.
Though it does come from a band that we have talked about before, a real-life band, Tito and Tarantula.
Yeah.
And once again, Tito is featured on screen, though this time he's a part of the band. He's playing the singer and guitarist. In the Mexico Trilogy, he played the guy who's chasing Antonio Banderas down after the first a bar fight. Then on bass, we have another member of Tito and Tarantula, Peter Atanasoff. And finally, on drums for the house band of the Titty Twister is Johnny Vatos Hernandez. And fun fact about Johnny, he was the drummer of Oingo Boingo from 1978 to 1995.
No kidding.
Yeah, really cool.
That's a fun fact. Okay, quick question, just since we're going through band member names, who's Tarantula? Because Tito is obviously Tito, the real guy. But none of them have the name Tarantula.
Well, maybe they all have tarantula tattoos.
Then I feel like it would be "and the Tarantulas." You know what I mean? Like, you follow my thread here?
Okay.
I'm just like, who's Tarantula?
Yeah, I genuinely don't know how they got that name.
Just one of those questions to the void. I didn't expect you to have the answer like ready or anything.
I wish I did, though. I also wish I knew the name of the house band of the Titty Twister. We never
like the in-universe
get
thing.
that
No.
information.
They
Yeah,
don't give it
it's
to
not
us.
like on the drum kit or anything. Sometimes we get lucky and stuff's on the drum kit or there's a sign behind the band, but
Not so in this case. They're just the band.
right.
And they've got a couple of songs in the movie, and they're both great.
Oh my God, yes. The first one that we hear when they enter the Titty Twister is called Angry Cockroaches. And this song is just so spot on Robert Rodriguez to me. When I think of his movies, I hear songs that sound exactly like this.
Definitely. I mean, it's that, like, it's Texas and Mexico, like, it's like Chicano rock is the genre, right?
For sure.
And it's everything about him is dripping with, like, identifying as like a South Texan.
That's very, very true.
Like, that's the whole Robert Rodriguez thing. I do think it gets borrowed by other people. I know another thing we've referenced a lot is the Vince Gilligan show soundtracks, and they borrow heavily from the Robert Rodriguez world.
Yes, that is so spot on accurate. 100%.
Yeah, dude, I love the energy in this Angry Cockroaches song.
Oh, it sets the tone so perfectly for entering the Titty Twister.
Yeah, it tells you exactly what kind of place it's going to be.
It's coming at you with these really fun grooves, and everybody's like looking at them sideways because it's a trucker biker bar, and they are not trucker biker looking people.
Right, they get interrogated on that.
Immediately.
And then I love that like the preacher is like, hold on, and like settles it on a technicality as if like this big angry bartender is going to be like, oh, well, okay, you're technically right. But it works.
Oh, fine, you can stay. We'll murder 2 children tonight. Just this once.
Yeah, it's the Tito has like almost a Lemmy quality to his voice.
Oh, yeah.
And that's, Motorhead would be another band that would, if you heard the music, set the tone for the place you're walking into.
You could say that for sure, yeah. But it is pretty cool that Robert Rodriguez found this Tito and Tarantula band, because in the early days, at least, he was using them in so many things, and it just fit the vibe of what he was going for so much.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I will say this only because of what you said there. Like, he did find a great relationship with these guys. He did not, like, discover them.
No.
They have been big for a while. In the 80s, they were touring with the likes of Fleetwood Mac and INXS.
Right.
Top tier bands.
Yeah,
So
he just
they were
befriended
around.
them.
But yeah, his use of their work has been so good.
Again, it's just so Robert Rodriguez sounding. It's almost like he created his world out of the sound of the music.
Yeah.
That is like this, It's like
Totally.
like he heard it as he was walking around and was just like, how can I make what I'm seeing a little bit more like what I'm hearing?
This is just what goes on in his head when
Yes.
he's thinking of, like, what's the band? Or what's the bar? It's called the Titty Twister, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's it full of? Killer vampires, of course. Yeah. This movie also does like a good, like it makes the turn really well.
Oh.
I think it's common to have horror movies that start as not horror movies.
Yes.
And you get the surprise, but like this one, it's so intense from the get-go as like a crime film.
Yeah.
That you really are blindsided by like, oh shit, it wasn't about that.
No, not
It's
at all.
about vampires.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Because it really is like at the halfway marker where it just flips into something completely new and different.
Like you are fully tense when they're just trying to get across the border in the RV.
Yeah.
You're worried about what's going to happen there. And like, you're not even thinking about supernatural shit yet.
No.
But man, they bring it.
And as things flip to the supernatural, we get another song from the house band at the Titty Twister.
We sure do.
This song is called After Dark, and it's the song where you were mentioning the drinking of the booze from Selma Hayek's foot.
It even has like stuff in common with that Blaster song.
Oh, totally.
Like tremolo guitar thing.
This guitar solo that's happening right now is like the perfect, sexy sort of acid trip vibe. It's almost like a 70s guitar right here. It's like a Santana kind of feel.
It's very like, Santana feeling.
It's so fucking good. And it's trippy enough to be like, I don't know, man. This is sexy, but stuff's about to go off the rails, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It pretends a little bit like what's about to happen.
Yeah, it's got enough of that like, oh, wow, where you're just like, what is going on here?
Yeah, and that song went on to be used as the main theme for I don't even know how many there are, but the many sequels to this movie.
It's a wonderful franchise. They even had a show.
Yeah. When was that?
I think that was within the last 10 years, maybe still.
It sounds right, because it's kind of, I feel like it's alongside like The Evil Dead when they had a show.
Yeah.
Like all these like classic horrors and inspirational, seminal works.
Yeah.
That have run in horror directors' heads for many, many decades.
I liked both of them, to be fair.
Nice. I saw neither of them, to be honest.
Oh, well, there you go.
But I'm glad to hear that they were both good.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Wow. We're cruising right along in this mixtape, and we've hit basically all the classic monsters I can think of, besides mummies, of course. We determined that we will have to do a little more work to figure out how to get mummies in here. But what's left?
There's Frankenstein.
Maybe we'll find one of those eventually, but that's not quite what I'm thinking. In terms of like your classic Halloween costume lineup, I think there's one more. I'm thinking pointy hats, maybe.
Oh,
bubbly
yeah.
cauldrons,
brooms, perhaps.
Yeah, just a bunch of Hocus Pocus, if you ask me.
Yeah, some witches. That's what we're looking for. A trio of witches. A coven, if you will.
Another movie that, like Lost Boys, is considered a classic.
Especially for our generation.
Yes, our generation. It's funny. This is a movie I have not really ever watched and paid attention to. It was on a lot when I was a kid. My little sister was super into Hocus Pocus.
Of course.
Played it all the time. But I really, really watched it for the first time in many ways for this episode. And it was a bunch of fun.
Yeah, it's a good time. And it rides that line of not being a full kids movie. Like, it doesn't feel like just a kids movie.
No, not quite. It's more, on the spectrum, it's maybe more kids movie than Goonies.
Okay.
A little bit.
There's at least cursing in Goonies, so I'll give you that.
Yeah, but you're right. Like there's fun for everyone in this.
I would say, it's more in line with stuff like Little Giants.
Okay. Yeah.
It's still enjoyable for adults, but kids are the primary target audience.
Yeah, in terms of scary kids movies, it's a little more adult than Ernest Scared Stupid, which I also watched recently. Another classic.
Can't go wrong with that. It's almost Miak season.
One of my favorite ever Ernest lines. I feel like I've said this on the show before, but in case I haven't. It's not even from Ernest Scared Stupid. It was from some like Halloween VHS thing that he put out that I had.
Okay.
I remember him being like, "Oh no, cobwebs. I'm going to be eaten alive by cobs." And I just thought it was so funny. Why do we call them cobwebs?
Oh, man. Anyway, we're not here doing an Ernest episode. Back to Hocus Pocus. Yeah, not yet.
Back to Hocus Pocus. I had fun. I had fun watching it, and the music is really fun. And the thing that the music does is really fun.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Most of the music in the movie takes place at a party where the parents of the town are living it up while the kids are running amok in the town, which wouldn't actually happen in life. I don't think that even would have happened in the 90s, where every parent in town was just like, we're going to fuck off to this party. You guys are good, right? Like, no matter your age, like, you're good.
Right. Yeah, they're all at, like, it's like a high school dance, but it's for the town?
Yeah, well, it's for, like, the adults. Like, well, I mean, like, the kids do come in, but it's, like, all adults there.
It's just, like, the whole town. I think. Yeah. But yeah. It's a weird thing. At first, I was like, oh, there are some adults here because they're chaperoning a high school thing. No, it's their event.
Yeah, it's the adults that are there because that's who's leaving at the end of the movie.
It's like a Halloween ball. Everybody's in costumes.
And they have a live band which is performing on the stage of the gymnasium at this like high school looking dance. And they are performing a song called Witchcraft when we first get introduced to them.
Come here to stay. That strips my conscience bare. It's witchcraft.
So this song is written by Cy Coleman and Carolyn Lay.
Yeah, it's like a crooner classic.
Right. Here is Cy performing the song.
Those fingers in my hair, that's like come hither stare.
This was apparently for a thing called Playboy's Pet House. He's performing it for Hugh Hefner, who's standing right next to him smoking a pipe.
Interesting. Okay.
And it was originally released in 1957 as a Frank Sinatra song.
Those fingers in my hair,
Yeah.
that's like come hither stare.
I mean, it's hard to beat Frank. This is pretty great.
Conscience bare, it's witchcraft.
Oh, so smooth.
So smooth. But the movie, the performer in the skeleton outfit, his name is Joseph or Joe Malone. Mm-hmm. Fun fact about Joe Malone, Dustin.
What you got?
He was one of the dancers in the Smooth Criminal music video.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, pretty cool that he's involved with Smooth Criminal in some way. I enjoyed that.
Nice.
And this is another band that we do not get the name of.
No.
Which is fine. It's probably just some local band in the town, Salem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. It is Salem. I forgot. Yeah, that's the
it is
most
Salem.
on the nose part of the whole thing.
Yes. And the Coven of Witches, the trio of witches, they do get on stage and they perform a song. Mm-hmm. The song is I Put a Spell on You, and they are actually putting a spell on the people that are at the dance.
Yes, it's a great it's a great bit.
It's so good. The kids are trying to get the adults to not listen to the song, but the adults are like, no, it sounds really good.
Hey, this Bette Midler lady can really sing.
You don't say, Dustin. It's almost like she has 14 studio albums, loads of Broadway and off-Broadway work, other soundtrack singing, 15 Grammy nominations, a winner of 3, 2-time Oscar nominee, both for musicals, 8 Golden Globe nominations, 4 wins, 2 Tony wins off of 2 nominations, and finally 3 out of 9 Emmy wins. 2 of those were for concert and variety shows.
And that's just off the top of your head.
Right, yeah. I just casually know that information.
Yes, the very, very, very celebrated Bette Midler. I think she's technically the only one of the 3 witches who sings in the song. I mean, I guess the others are doing backing vocals, but I don't know if they're actually doing it on the recording.
According to IMDb, all 3 women are providing their own vocals.
Oh, really? Nice.
I don't know how accurate that is, but they are listed as the performers for that song. And Sarah Jessica Parker does sing another song in this movie and has a vast history of singing, which I'm going to get into in a few minutes.
Nice. Okay.
And we can talk about Kathy Najimy's singing at a later episode of K-Flix Fiction Radio in 2026 that we already have planned for Sister Act.
That's right, because that's coming back.
Yes. Yeah.
That's coming back. This came back. There was a Hocus Pocus too. We didn't watch it for this, but it's out there.
It is out there. I have seen it, and they do have a moment that is very similar to this one. Again, in a sequel, you got to bring back the things that worked the first time around, or people are going to be mad, so you got to do it again.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, Sarah Jessica Parker does have her own quick little song in this movie. And just as a fast side note, most of their spell incantations could be considered songs for us to play for this. So there is lots of little extra bits of singing.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is a solo Sarah Jessica Parker spell song that she does. It is called Come Little Children, or alternatively, Sarah's Theme.
Children, I'll take thee away into a land of enchantment.
This song has two writers. The music was done by James Horner, and the lyrics are done by Brock Walsh. And the vocals are actually provided by Sarah Jessica Parker. Because, as I mentioned, she does have a vast history of singing.
Yeah, I'm not super aware of this.
Oh, well, so I also was not crazy aware of it. One of the things that I genuinely had no idea about was she made her Broadway debut at the age of 11 in a musical called The Innocents. So I didn't know that. And then 3 years after, in 1979, she was Annie in Annie.
Oh, shit. I didn't know she played Annie.
I know.
She's way more musical than I ever realized.
Yes. She also, in 1996, was in Once Upon a Mattress.
Okay.
Here's her singing the song Shy from that musical.
I've always been shy. I confess that I'm shy.
I've heard this song before. I love it.
Yeah, it's very funny.
That I wear 'cause I'm shy.
That's a good bit, yeah.
It's really, really good. The most interesting bits of singing that I found from Mrs. Broderick, she was in a movie in 2018 called Here and Now, where she plays a fictional jazz singer. So that's yet another thing that I put on the big list for us to talk about later on.
Nice.
And then I also have some fun facts about the two writers that I mentioned real quick. So James Horner, by the way, composed the music for Titanic. So he did the score.
He's a well-known composer, I believe, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And he also helped compose the song from Titanic.
Oh, the Celine
My
Dion
Heart Will
song.
Go On. Yeah, which means he won 2 Oscars for music on Titanic.
Oh, dang.
He doubled up. He won both of the music categories that year. That's pretty cool.
Oof, way to go.
And then the fun fact for Brock Walsh, he composed the songs for Cop Rock. Dustin, do you know what Cop Rock is?
What the hell is Cop Rock?
Oh, bro. Cop Rock was a TV show, a police procedural that was also a musical.
What?
Yes. So here's a song from Cop Rock. It's called Let's Be Careful Out There. And this song happens at the end of like a briefing. There's a main cop, like a chief or somebody giving like a speech, to like a room full of police. And before he dismisses them all, he's going to sing a song.
Okay, that's it. And hey, let's be careful out there.
Oh, wow.
Let's be careful.
Oh, wow. When is this
Just
from?
wait. Just wait.
We had a 187 at the 7-Eleven. Two Caucasians of the male persuasion put a bullet through the cashier's brain.
Cop Rock, dude.
It's so silly, but it's not totally different from, like, Evita. Is the weird thing.
And then just as another quick Cop Rock fun fact, Randy Newman did the theme song.
Oh, beautiful. Under the gun. Under the Gun is the name of the song?
I don't know. It's just, I mean, on YouTube,
Well-
it's just credited as Cop Rock opening sequence. But yeah, probably Under the Gun is the title of it.
Holy cow. This is one of those things that you just pull out of nowhere. Pop rock. This is like when you found the Sweaty and Hot song by Alan Thicke.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Now, I've known about Cop Rock for a couple of years, so
Okay,
I'm surprised I never told you about that. But
Oh, man, that's fantastic.
Cop Rock is grade A top choice meat, to quote Glenn Guglia.
From The Wedding Singer.
Yes, yeah.
That's good stuff.
Go enjoy some Cop Rock, ladies and gentlemen, because most of the episodes, if not all of the 11 or 12 of them, are on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's all go watch it together. That
Yeah.
sounds great.
Got to get some Cop Rock in. All right, so that is going to complete the mixtape for this show. Dustin, I got to ask you the normal question. If any of the bands we talked about today were real, and some of them kind of are.
Kind of are, yeah.
Would you listen to them in our reality if they were producing real music?
Okay, let's go down the list. But not in the order that we did it, just because I don't feel like it.
Great.
I'm going to start with Tito and Tarantula. We've talked about them before, and I've said before I would listen to more, and I haven't yet, so I extra want to listen to more of them, because that's just good, fun rock and roll music.
I agree, and I have been listening to them more since the Mexico Trilogy episode.
Nice. Let's see. Jennifer's Body. I mean,
Low Shoulder.
Low Shoulder. I don't know for how much we're meant to like them.
Sure. Right.
You know, it serves its purpose. It's not my cup of tea. I would check out the real performers more.
Yes, that sounds better than Low Shoulder itself.
Yeah, it's a little more appealing to my ears.
Wildling I would check out.
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah from 30 Rock. It's really hard to answer your question on that one, because it's like, yeah, I have listened to Donald Glover's work as Childish Gambino, of course.
Oh my God, yeah.
But that's not really the same. That's not what we're
Nope.
talking about. I would super love to listen to more novelty Halloween songs from any show, especially from Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Or Donald Glover as Tracy Morgan. I'll take that too.
Any of that. Give me that. What else? What am I missing?
We got the sexy sax from the Lost Boys. We got Tim Capello.
Tim Capello. Yeah, I want to check out more of him too. I am definitely interested in his edgier sax sound.
Yeah.
It's a little, like we said, it's got its own voice, and yeah, I want to hear more of that.
Sure.
And then for Hocus Pocus, I don't know. That's a tough one, because really they're just kind of playing classics,
Pretty much.
aside from the creepy fairy tale song,
Right.
that we ended with. So that one, I can't even give a good answer for that. But I enjoyed the hell out of the movie.
Oh yeah, well it's a classic for a reason, and it keeps spanning generations for that fact as well. So I'm glad that you liked it and you finally got around to watching it.
Yeah, man. Like so many K-Flix things, this show is a great inspiration for me seeing stuff finally.
And I love that. It is one of my joys as well in doing the show is getting to experience new things on my own, and also getting to show you things that you have failed to see along the way. And next week, I know that you've seen that movie before. It's Almost Famous.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have a good time with that one. There's a lot of rock and roll music there.
Ooh, yeah. We're going to get our still water on, and we're going to jump in and see what kind of bacteria lives in there.
Yeah. Still water. It's no joke, by the way. Still water.
No.
You should really avoid it.
Yes.
It can be very bad.
Unless it's Almost Famous.
Unless it's high quality rock and roll music.
So if you had fun this week, dear listeners, please give us a rating and review on whatever podcast platform you're currently listening to this on. And if it happens to be YouTube, give us a like and subscribe.
And you know where to find us. It's at fictionradiopod.com, and you can contact us at fictionradiopod@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week for Almost Famous.
Watching movies and creeping about.